Hello brew tubers, and welcome to this little exciting experimental video. All fun times ahead. Now, I had it in my mind, can you use a Grainfather Conical Fermenter as a cask? Now, the reason I thought this was because I can chill the beer. Now, when I had my summer beer festival last summer, funny that, I had a lot of trouble keeping the ales cool. I was using my plastic jerry can method because this was before I bought a cask, and yeah, the beers were warmish. So I thought, well, how can I, without buying a load of odd stuff for the cask, serve beers at a cooler temperature, cask style beers? And I thought, well, if I can cap the top of the conical fermenter and sort of let a little bit of priming go on in the fermenter, will it make a cask beer? Yeah, well, I'll show you. So there is a cork wedged in the top of the fermenter, set to the ideal ale serving temperature, and then on the bottom we've got a little tube coming out with a bottling wand attached to it. Nothing exciting. So let's fill it up. I'll put the glass down there and in it goes. It takes a little time to fill up. Right, there we go. So there is the finished pint. It's clear, but it's got a lot of debris floating around in it, but very clear. This is the Marston's Pedigree, which was brewed on the Jim Payne's Memorial Brew Day. So it looks the right sort of colour, lovely and clear, but it's just got a bit of shit floating about in it. So this is what we've ended up with. A very nice looking beer. It's got a lovely orange hue to it. Clear as you'd like, but it does have a little bit of debris floating around in it. You might be able to see some debris. This is the Marston's Pedigree, which was brewed for the Jim Payne Memorial Brew Day. The beer tastes fantastic. Really is a very good bitter. This is from the Graham Wheeler book. The Marston's Pedigree from the Graham Wheeler book. Yeah, it's very tasty, you know. It's flat though. It is very flat. No head to it at all. It tastes good. It mostly looks good. No carbonation. No, it's got no carbonation even compared to a cask beer, because I know obviously cask beers are very low anyway, but yeah, that's got nothing. So, would I do this again? Probably. What would I change? I would probably transfer the beer into a cleaned fermenter, because this is being served from the beer, from the fermenter it fermented in, so also I'm getting a bit of material from the bottom coming through. So I'll do that. I would also probably prime the cleaned fermenter as well and cork it, leave it at 18 degrees for 2 or 3 days, and then drop the temperature to about 10 degrees or 11 degrees, so that the carbonation goes into the beer, because yeah, that's flat. So yeah, I'll prime the fermenter in the hope of getting a carved beer out of it. I would repeat the experiment. I think that's something I will do, not anytime soon, because obviously, you know, at this stage I've had a pint out of this, and what I'll do now is I'll transfer it to a keg and, you know, force carb it in the traditional manner. This was just an experiment to see if it would get any CO2 in it, and it's got, well, none. But I'm getting a tasty beer, so swings and roundabouts, you know, it's probably a 50% success. Yes, I did get a good beer, a tasty beer, which I'm drinking and enjoying to drink. However, it just needs carbonation and a little bit more, or a little less debris in it. But yeah, the carbonation is the main point it's failing on at the moment, so yeah, you know, mostly successful. I'll leave it there. Tasty beer. That Mars and Pedigree is well worth brewing, actually, if you like a nice ale. But in terms of using a conical fermenter as a cask, it needs some work before it's perfected, but I think the theory is sound. I just need a little bit more, another chance to make it work. So anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon, I'm sure.